The man was shocked to discover that his ex-girlfriend who had abandoned him 5 years ago had actually married a 60-year-old man. So he found her, wanting to mock her fiercely. But before he could open his mouth, she pushed him against the wall and said she had been thinking about him every single day. The man grabbed her hands and demanded to know why she had left him. She said nothing and kissed him directly. Soon, the two were kissing passionately. At that moment, her husband noticed she hadn't returned and immediately went upstairs to look for her. When she heard her husband's voice, she got scared and stood up quickly. She tried to leave right away, but the man stopped her. Just as her husband was about to find them, the man's good friend appeared and stopped the husband. He told the old man that this was a private lounge and outsiders were not allowed in. For this reason, the old man had no choice but to leave. After they left, she pushed the man away forcefully and turned around to leave. The man could only sit on the chair in despair. He had no idea that she had been forced to marry the old man. Every day, she was locked in her room by her husband and often suffered abuse from him. This time, she had begged her husband for a long time to take her to a party. She had planned to find a chance to hand over the evidence she had collected to the police. She never expected to meet her ex-boyfriend whom she hadn't seen in 5 years. The man's good friend handed him a letter, saying he had found it at his room door. However, when the man opened the envelope, he found photos of her husband inside along with a lot of evidence that her husband was a criminal. The man immediately told his friend to call the police. At the same time, when she returned to her husband's side, her husband noticed that the necklace around her neck was gone. He didn't question her. Instead, he told her to go home with him as soon as possible. After returning home, she knelt helplessly in front of her husband, waiting for his punishment. Just as her husband was about to hit her, the sound of police sirens came from outside. She knew her plan had succeeded. Soon, her husband was arrested as a suspect. But she understood that her husband was only detained temporarily and he would definitely find a way to get acquitted. To find a stronger backer for herself, she specially came to send her younger sister to school, and her ex-boyfriend happened to come to send a school bag to his younger brother. When he saw her figure, the man immediately got out of the car and chased after her. He walked up to her and asked her why she had broken up with him back then, but she insisted stubbornly that it was because she didn't love him anymore. The man was very angry. He wanted to know how her recent life was going. She told him, "Drive me home and I'll tell you everything."